$8.25 an hour. It's a step, and it helps out a little bit. But each day it's a struggle because the issues that I have to challenge with as far as my injury and stuff like that. I have days where I have good days and I have a lot of days where days are bad. But each day is a struggle because as you lose those hours or those days or possibly a week, it puts you behind in your bills. So I have to take on medical bills as well as taking care of my 3 kids that that also needs my support and help. And it's kind of each day again it's just a struggle with the 825, and hopefully as we go on here today that somehow Governor Christie will also step up and help us get this 1010 an hour, as well as other airports.
Your story motivate me and inspire me, and we will continue to work very hard. And what you have told us, among other things, is that raising the minimum wage is not only the right thing to do, it's the smart thing to do. Derek pointed out that he wants to reduce reliance on public benefits. And we regrettably have a business model for many low-wage businesses right now that includes a subsidy from the federal government. And it's not simply the industries that are described here today. And it's not simply the fast food industry as well. Bank tellers, according to a recent study, something like 30% of bank tellers in America are on some form of public assistance, to the tune of almost $900 million in subsidy from the federal government. So the issues of subsidization cut across many industries that probably don't surprise you, and a number of industries that might surprise you. And regardless of what the industry is, anybody who's trying to make ends meet and having to survive on public benefits is someone who doesn't need to, if we were able to raise the minimum
So
wage.
the point of these roundtables is to kick Congress to approve it?
I mean, the executive order is a start, but it's not a finish. And it's meant to really make sure we practice what we preach. The president believes in his core that we need to raise the minimum wage. And it's one thing to say raise the minimum wage, it's another thing to do it yourself. And so right now we're demonstrating that you can do it. I think it's the smart thing to do for the federal government. It's the efficient thing to do for the federal government, because we will be then recruiting contractors who are paying a decent wage and who, as a result, are going to have a better workforce, a more efficient workforce.
What do you say to the business owners who say if they hike their minimum wage, they can't hire as many people? They're more strapped.
Well, I've actually spent a lot of time with business owners because I've heard that and I've wanted to understand that better. And the business owners that I've spoken to, whether they're small employers like the Ace Hardware store or larger employers like Costco, they tell me that they pay their workers a fair wage because they're able to retain them longer. And it's very expensive to have to train new employees every month because you have turnover. And when you don't pay a decent wage, you have more turnover. And so I hear that time and time again from employers that when you pay a fair wage, it's actually the most efficient thing to do, not to mention the fair thing.
Demetrius, welcome.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Your full name?
Demetrius DiBiase.
And so I heard you speak during the roundtable today. What did you feel was important? What was an important message you feel that you had to convey today?
Well, the important message was, even though, we was given a dollar raise to bring the minimum wage up to $8.25, I mean, even still with that is still sort of a struggle. Even if we go up to 1010, is better than the $8.25 because it can help out, single parents that's taking care of, kids by themselves. And it also help out with people that have injuries such as me that, misses, sometimes late for work or sometimes missing days here or even being out for a while. You get caught up in your bills. At least you be able to, somewhat catch up in your bills.
Demetrius, where do you work? You work at the airport?
Yes, Newark Airport.
Newark Airport. So Demetrius, what was your reaction when you heard, obviously the Union 32BJ is leading a really, strong campaign to try to increase the wages of the airport workers at all the main region's three main airports. What was your reaction when you found that that wage increase of $1 and then eventually the 1010 is going to apply at LaGuardia and JFK, but not at Newark? What was your reaction?
At first, I was excited. I was like, okay, they gave us $1 raise, which brought us up to 825. Then when I heard about the 1010 raise, I was like, okay. I said, well, there's a lot of people out there that have a heart, that cares about us. But when I heard that the Port Authority and Governor Cuomo agreed to raising the 1010, and Christie want to veto it like he was against to giving us the raise before.
Governor Christie, that is?
Yes, it was a shock because he said he take care of his people at home. I'm part of your home, like I'm part of your people. Well, if you're gonna if you don't want me to make the 1010 and that we're struggling, and it's a lot of people that's in the Newark Airport that's struggling. At least this 1010 will help out, and by him being our so-called leader of the mayor or whatever, like, show me that you care about your people at home. Give us what's right for us. He's been in the airport a lot of times. He flies out of that airport. Like, take care of us people that's here at the airport. We do the same kind of work at like LaGuardia and JFK. We do the same type of work. Our work is strenuous as well.
What do you do there at the airport, Demetrius?
I'm a baggage handler. We handle heavy bags. We get some bags that's 50 to 100 pounds, but we maintain it.
And you make $8.25 an hour?
Yes, we do.
And so what does that come out to about a week? What do you gross a week?
With this, it puts me up to about $660 every 2 weeks. After taxes is a little over $500 I bring home.
And how are you able to live on that?
Not really, but I just keep my faith in God and say when I go in there it's a struggle, and I just say, Lord, help me get through this day, and hopefully change will come.
Demetrius, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Derek, your full name?
Derek Swaby.
How do you spell that?
Derick. My last name is Swaby, spelled pronounced Swaby. Swaby.
So, Derek, what did you feel was most important to convey to Secretary of Labor Perez, Senator Cory Booker, and Mayor Fulop? What was important to convey to them today?
Well, the most important thing is for the raising of the national minimum wage on a whole, and also to bring to light the sort of conditions that workers in the airport has to work under, and workers that work minimum wages on a whole has to be contending with.
And you work at Newark Airport?
I work at Newark.
What do you do there?
I'm a cabin cleaner for Prime Flight Aviation. That is a contractor for United Airlines.
How long you been doing that?
Approximately 16 months.
So, Derek, what was your reaction when you heard that airport workers in LaGuardia and JFK were getting their wage increase, but not Newark? What was your reaction? And just come closer.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked to hear that.
Your reaction was you were shocked to hear that?
I'm disappointed also that my understanding is that the governor has not signed on, or the New Jersey governor has not signed on to the proposal. We both work in the same. We're just across the river, and they will be getting the 1010, and we won't be getting it. And we're working for the same port authority. So I'm really shocked and disappointed.
What do you hope he does?
I hope he changes his mind. Because if he says he wants to be the president of America, he should want to take care of the citizens of America, the workers, the poor workers of America. So I think he should change his mind and sign on to it.
You still think he has a chance to be president?
But
After all,
it's like, look, if he wants a chance, I personally, I don't think he has a chance, but there's always a possibility. So, he should at least make a step in the right direction because the people that mostly need the assistance of the elected personnel government is the poor people.
Derek, thanks for your time.